Hello. I thought I would shoot this video today to talk about something. I want to call it, there's a new type of trolling in town. So quite often, one of the many concerns that people have about putting themselves out there, putting their work out there or being more visible is that they're concerned about what people will think of them, what people will say about them or to them, or being trolled, which is a very kind of common term, which loosely means, having unsolicited, unwarranted comments that are normally quite vicious, quite nasty, quite spiteful. Today, I wanted to highlight something that you will encounter as you become even more visible in your business. Now, do remember that there's a couple of different stages. You might be just about to get started, so starting to put yourself out there. You might have been out there for quite a while and looking to really expand and extend your reach and raise your profile even more. Or, perhaps looking at more people to know about your work. And this is something that I experienced just recently. I've actually got the message in front of me. Just to give you an idea, and the reason that I'm talking about this is because this message is really probably very well-meaning, well-intended. So, and for this video specifically, this is a message for business owners, founders, sales teams, even startups. Okay, so this is for you if you have a business and you want more people to know about your business. Perhaps you're generating leads, perhaps you're looking for more sales, perhaps you're looking for more clients, personal or otherwise. So, as I speak to you and record this, I've got messages kind of like floating around. So if I suddenly, my eyes dart somewhere, I'm not reading a teleprompter, I am just looking at these messages. So, I recently shot a video. I shot a video, as I do a majority of my videos, using my mouth, my arm, my phone, and recommend you do the same thing as well. It gives people a real taste of you, who you are and what you do. And even with this video, yes, I've got a stand, I've got a little remote, so you don't see me doing this all the time. But even with this, I think it's a really great way actually to put the real and authentic you out there, because the thing that I know about you is that you're likely doing the work that you do because you want to make a difference, and as you put it out there, you're more likely to be either hosting a podcast or a guest on a podcast. You're more likely to be speaking more about your business and what you do. You're more likely to have maybe written a book or aspiring to be a published author. And you will know that you need an online and an offline presence. So it's likely also that you're doing a lot of stuff online as well, perhaps on social media too. So what happened was, and you might even hear it in the background, but there's a lot of building work that's been springing up around me recently, and they've got to a phase of the building work where they have been drilling, like, we're not even talking dentist drilling, it's like they're drilling for oil or something. And it got so loud yesterday, it really started to affect my, just headspace, I don't often need a lot of downtime, quiet time, but I really just needed to get through a lot of work. I needed space and time to think, and the drilling was just relentless. And this had already started by 8 a.m. Okay, so I was about to go into a clubhouse room, and I worried about the background noise when I needed to on mic or speak. I also needed to record some videos, and I was putting the finishing touches on some videos for a course that I've got coming out very shortly. And as I was thinking about all of these things I had to do, there's preparation for workshops that I'm running for some organisations and things like that. The noise was just, there was no let up. So I decided to go out and walk into the car park that's around this area and show the building work that was going on. I did a little video. It was literally, I remember the numbers, 1 minute and 11 seconds, of course, all the ones. And I just shot the video, and of course, the minute I shoot the video, although all the drilling stopped, this alarm started to go off really noisily. So it just demonstrated to people that were listening that this what was going on, and I had a little insight and a nugget to share. So what I did was, a day later, I decided, well, like, you know what? I want people to see some other motivation, some other stuff that they can do to motivate themselves, because we don't always feel like it, let's face it. We don't always feel motivated. Some of us feel like we procrastinate and put things off or delay things. And sometimes it's just nice to, have some insights into what we could do differently instead, if we're not feeling the mood. So as a snippet of this message, I pointed to a video on my YouTube channel, and I shared just I think it was 15 seconds of the video where you could hear the alarm on, hear it stop, and invited people that if they wanted a little motivation to nip over to my YouTube channel. Now here's where the trolling kind of part comes in, a different type of trolling. Now, as a business owner, you will always see people around you that you know you can help. But when they don't know you at all, they've never heard of you, give them a way, be visible in a way that allows them to start to understand maybe what you do, who you do it with, why you do it, what you do, the results, and all of those kinds of good things. But at least make some sort of connection with somebody. So the first thing was that the person decided just to talk or speak with emojis. So I want to speak to this. I'm a fan of the emojis too. My favourite emoji is this one. I love that. I love the heart. I love lots of different emojis. But when you are having a conversation, connecting or engaging with somebody, emojis just don't cut it. Because, as many parents would have said to their very young children when they're maybe having a tantrum, like, use your words, When you use an emoji, it's so open to interpretation. It's really not the most effective way of communicating with somebody. And don't get me wrong, use your words, add your emojis in if you're an emoji type of person, but use some words. So the first thing I got was a series of emojis. Then I got a message with a request to connect. Now this is somebody who has only ever once commented on one thing that I've done. And I am literally all over the internet. You can find me here, there and everywhere. It's the first time they ever connected. And why did they connect? Because they are, they say they are a digital marketer. And when I looked at more of what they did, it appears that they do SEO and different things like that. But here's the message, the first message I got from a random stranger, as a private message. And this is a new form of almost trolling and coercing and pushy, persuasive in not a very good way. It was, hello, how are you? More emojis. I saw your YouTube channel, and that's impressive because your video content is really awesome, but your YouTube subscribers and video views is too low. If you want, I can increase your subscribers and views. I'll give you real people and targeted audience. And that was it. Oh, hello. Sorry, is this a cut and paste that you use for everybody? Now, of course, for many of us, we want to reach more people. We want more likes, more engagement, more subscriptions. But here's where I encourage you to think differently about being visible on video, visible online, visible out there offline, visible in how you show up and put yourself out there, and visible in how you raise your profile. Don't make it all about the numbers first and foremost, because if you do that, you will feel disappointed. Now, as I say, many people want more numbers, more views, more subscribers, more likes. But this message plays directly to, well, yeah, you've got good stuff, but your views are too low. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. What I want is for your voice to be heard. What I want are for the one person who might view your video, the one person that might like it, and often people won't. I want them to make the kind of connection with you that has them understand you and what you do, that lets them know that you're the person to do the work with them, that lets them know that you're the freelancer for them. You can do that, or you can play the numbers game and go for lots and lots and lots of numbers and be in the feeling, which so many people express to me, of I've got lots of clients, but I hate the work that I'm doing, or what I really want to do is something else. And that's what this really taps into. So the new type of trolling that comes from a place of I can help, I can help, I can help, is if you're going to connect up with a stranger, perhaps get to know a bit more about them and what they do, number one, because already this interaction is so different to how I teach, what I speak on. And remember, I've spoken at all sorts of places, from Facebook groups to Google, you know. Please remember that people will want to really get to know you first. And there's lots of ways you can do that. You can mix up your media. You can be visible on video, you can be visible in person, but make sure that your visibility is more relationship based. Now, if you're the sort of person that doesn't really care to build relationships and connections, that's okay too. My work's just not for you. You know, go and send those messages, 1,000 of them a day, and play the numbers game and see what comes up. And I'm convicted in this because even for people that are very well known, they don't necessarily have lots of numbers. And it's interesting, those that you see very publicly with high profiles with lots of numbers, you'll be amazed at how many of them don't monetize that in their business, or don't get the opportunity to make a difference, or spend a lot of their day having their brains picked, you know. So high numbers doesn't equate to, you know, low value or you not making a difference. But also, the next time you see somebody and think, oh my gosh, low hanging fruit, you know, I'm going to reach out to them and tell them what I do, and tell them to go and look at my website, or join my group, or join my community, or buy my networking program, or go and have a look at my website and check it out. Remember that there's a little bit of work to do before you kind of plunge them into the, hey, this is me, go and look at what I do. A bit of a sterner message this morning, but I hope this is helpful, because this happens so much. And what happens on the flip side of that is you as the business owner then don't want to go and approach people or tell them about your products and services. As long as you don't do it in this way, you're all good. People do want to hear about you, they want to know about you, but at least build some sort of connection first. I hope this message, with the various messages within it, helps somebody today. So I would like to know if there's other topics when it comes to being visible and putting your work out there that you'd like me to talk about. I'd like to know. And if you're more, educated, if you're more an employed professional and you want to know about career stuff, remember that visibility is definitely the glue between promotion and pay rises too. So if your form of visibility is being more visible within your organisation or within your industry, do feel free to ask me a question that I can put out on video for you too. Obviously, I'll keep it anonymous, but you know, do let me know, because I speak to those people and work with those people a lot too. That's it for now. Let's see if I can get my remote to work. Bye for now.